So, what's the one thing that truly separates successful people from everyone else? It's not their money, it's not their background, and it's not even luck. According to John C. Maxwell's How Successful People Think, the answer is something you can actually control and develop every single day. Let's break down exactly what that is.
This quote from Maxwell, man, it just gets right to the heart of it. Knowing how to do something makes you a valuable piece on the chessboard, for sure. But understanding the why, well, that makes you the player who sees the entire board, the one who controls the game.
So here it is, the big answer Maxwell found after like 4 decades of research. The single biggest separator is simply how successful people think. And you know what the best part is? Thinking isn't some fixed trait you're just born with. It's a skill, and any skill can be learned.
Maxwell calls this good thinking, and you can think of it as the engine that drives success. It's the process for solving problems and creating opportunities. But the most powerful part of this whole definition is that phrase, learnable skill. This isn't some exclusive club. It means anyone, and I mean you, can develop this ability and, like the source says, totally change your life.
So, what's the best way to develop this skill? Well, think of it like building a mental toolkit, right? You wouldn't try to build a house with just a hammer, and it's the exact same idea for thinking. Different challenges need different mental tools. So today, let's talk our toolkit with 3 of the most essential ones.
Let's start with the absolute foundation. The first and most essential tool we're putting in our kit is big picture thinking. This is kind of just the wide angle lens for your mind. Big picture thinking is all about getting perspective. It's about stepping back from that one little puzzle piece you're holding in your hand so you can see the entire image on the box. It's how you connect the what you do every single day to the why, your ultimate goal. This chart just breaks it down perfectly. When you're stuck inside the frame, you're only focused on your own world. You get bogged down by all the mundane details. But when you see the big picture, your view just completely expands. You start to see through other people's eyes. You stay focused on the real goal, and you can chart brand new territory. It's so simple. You just can't see the whole picture when you're stuck inside the frame. Okay, so if big picture thinking is our wide-angle lens, then our second tool, focused thinking, is the zoom lens. This is how you bring that sharp crystal clarity and intensity to one single important area. Let's be real. In our super distracted world, the ability to actually focus is a superpower. Focused thinking lets you harness all your mental energy and point it like a laser beam toward a specific goal. This is how deep work gets done. It's how you turn a good idea into a great one, just by giving it the time and the attention it deserves to really develop. So, how do we get better at this? Well, Maxwell gives us 3 really practical steps. First, remove distractions. Think about the 80-20 rule. Focus on that vital 20% of your activities that deliver 80% of your results. Second, you gotta be intentional. Actually schedule thinking time in your calendar. And third, write your goals down. An unwritten goal is just a wish. Writing it down gives your mind a clear target to aim for. All right, so we've got our wide-angle lens and our zoom lens. Now we need the engine for innovation. So let's add our third tool to the kit, creative thinking. Okay, this is a huge mythbuster. Creativity isn't about pulling some brand new idea out of thin air. The source material really emphasizes that it's actually about connecting things. It's about taking existing ideas, maybe from totally different fields, and combining them in a new way. And just as important is the mindset. You have to be willing to get it wrong. Failure isn't the opposite of creativity. It's a necessary part of the process. How many of these sound painfully familiar? Maxwell calls these creativity killers. They're the phrases that just shut down new ideas instantly. As a creative thinker, your job is to challenge them. The moment your brain says it can't be done, your very next thought should be, okay, so how could it be done? So now we have our 3 tools, the wide-angle lens, the zoom lens, and the innovation engine. The question is, how do we put them all together to build something truly great? See, these tools aren't meant to be used in isolation. They work together as a powerful system. You use big picture thinking to find the right destination. You use focused thinking to drive forward on that path. And you use creative thinking to find new routes around any obstacles you hit. This isn't about being smarter, it's about intentionally thinking better. And that's our explainer. But really, this is just the beginning for you. The journey to becoming a better thinker doesn't start with some grand plan. It starts with a single choice. So I'll leave you with this question to get you started. Looking at your day ahead, What is one thought you will choose to think differently?